Hello, this is Dr. Irabo, and we are in Unit 4 now. So in Unit 4, we're going to be talking about data imports and web scraping. So we're going to start by talking about packages for data imports. So one of the packages we're going to be using is the readr package. It's already part of tidyverse. So if you recall, we talked about tidyverse having some packages in it like the ggplot2, which we use for data visualization, tidyr, the tidyr for reshaping data. So the readr is also included in the tidyverse. And also we've also talked about the dplyr package, which we use for joining tables and for manipulating data frame. So the readr package is already installed it's already part of tidyverse, but if you want, you could also load it by itself. So the readr package has a couple of functions. One of them is the read_CSV. So this CSV actually means comma separated values. So it depends on how the data is being separated. It could be by semicolon or tab and the likes. So here, so read_CSV, then here we'll write file equals to, in quotation, the directory, the path where the file is. So here is an example, read_CSV. So in here I have DSAA _200/linear. So in this data, I actually created it and call it linear. So I saved it in the DSAA 200 folder. So that's why, and you can see that this is a relative path. So my initial working directory was actually my document. So inside my document was this path. So because my working directory is already in my document, I could use the relative path. That is just starting from where the working directory is. So, and if you recall, you can always know your working directory by using the get WD function. So that's the get. So let me write it here. So this is the function that will give you the working directory on your RStudio where you're working with. So similarly, we could also have read_CSV2 function. This is actually for semicolon separated values, and there are actually others like the tab. So I could have read_CSV, that's the tab delimited separated values and the likes. Another package that is commonly used for importing is the read Excel. So, and the function can be read_Excel, read_XLS, and actually there's also read_XLSX. So this one we auto detects the what you're doing, and this is like representing the original form, and then the other one that has XLS is for the new form. So actually there are also some other packages that can be used to import back our data, but these are the ones that we're going to focus on for now. So writing and reading data. So like in this example here, I already like created this the linear, and then I just use read_CSV and then the relative part. And when I run this data, you can see it actually gave me what I have. It first of all gives the column specification to tell you the data type of each of the column. And then this was actually the data that I entered in it. So actually I can also write the rectangular data. So if I'm writing the rectangular data, I can have read_CSV and just write out the data in it like that. And then if I run this, it's going to give me exactly what I have here. So I'll just write XY for the top here. Then I go to the next line, write the next thing. and the likes. And alternatively, I can also write it in this form. So whereby I separate it with the \n. So for each row, I'll separate it with \n. So there are other arguments that can actually go into this read_CSV. Sometimes you can have an argument to indicate the number of lines that you want it to skip. For instance, we have read_CSV. So you write something on the first line, write something on the second line, and then actually the third line now writes the exact data you are trying to enter. So then another argument it could take is skip equals to. So that is telling it skip the first two lines. So it's still going to give the same result as the previous data that we saw on the previous slide. So another argument could also be the column name. So if I have the read_CSV, then I'll write in the parts, the relative parts of where the data is. Then you can also indicate columns name in there. And as well, you can also indicate column types. So with this argument. So that is how we import data. So next, we're going to be talking about web scraping in the next video. Please reach out to me if you have any question, and thank you and God's blessings.